Hello there, we are here at the Festival of HealthTech and we have with us Dr. Velumani. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Velumani, at this event. What I want to begin by asking you is, you've been a legend in diagnostics business with Thyrocare. Today, tech is playing a big role. It is changing, dynamics of diagnostics like anything. Um, how are you seeing that tech advancing at this point in time? How quickly is it changing in diagnostics?
It's not changing very fast, but in 90s and in early 2000s, the changes were very fast. Those days, computers were not there, networking was not easy, internet was not fully well explored. So barcodes came in, test tubes started wearing barcodes, and then barcodes bidirectionally interfaced. So this is a breakthrough in the lab tech technology, lab tech space. What happened? All manual entries, all manual re-entries, everything went out. The machines could run day and night. It's like, you can book a ticket when the bookmyshow.com man is sleeping also. So was the laboratory. Laboratory machines could be run day and night. So I think the scales possible only when the tech came in. The efficiencies improved only after the arrival of the technology, and the profitabilities got optimized. So these are all supposed to be seen. Around 100 tests per technician was there in early 90s productivity. It became 400 tests per technologist. That's the quantum leap, and that is purely by information technology loaded on the laboratory technology.
Right. With AI today and genomics also coming in, do you think they are gathering pace at the pace that one would want them to in healthcare at this point in India?
No, everything takes its own time. Technology is coming inside and ruling the floor is not a 100-meter dash, it's a marathon race. Scale is needed for understanding. Only when you understand, you create a better system. So as of now, I believe it is not even 2%, 3% of the total uh, areas of diagnostics is genomics. Of course, for the last 30 years, it has been promising. We knew what is sequencing 30 years back. But if you ask me, it's very disappointing till today. But there is a possibility post-COVID. Because of COVID, we started looking at little more seriously on sequencing, because every now and then a virus will come and can harass us. So there are more sequences now. There are more molecular tests done now. I would say COVID is a turning point for sequencing as a domain. I believe in another 15 years period, not in 5 years, 15 years period, this space could have significant contribution in understanding infection and metabolism both.
Total 45 years.
Yes, it will take time.
Okay. And also, the health tech space is kind of reeling under this funding winter, which has been going for last 1.5 years. Why do you think it has happened, and do you see this? Do you see this trend changing?
See, I started business when the word entrepreneur was not existing. The word unicorn was not existing. We didn't have a hurry. We didn't look for funds. Not only me, all my peers of those days, SRL, Metropolis, Lal, none of them were looking for investors. The funds came voluntarily inside. That was the period before year 2000. Then these four companies doing big scale, having a lot of profits, a lot of multiples in their valuation. Then the entire game of investment into diagnostic industry has come in, and then on an average $10 million have been invested in 100 different companies. So that means it's a lot of competition. Overall, valuation games are doing damage to companies. बहुत अच्छा है to have a high valuation. Is it sustainable? And then once you go up in the valuation and then you go down in the valuation, the winter starts. Because the investors are always believing the entrepreneur is talking truth. But the entrepreneur only has a well curated pitch deck, which makes the investor to put in money liberally. Then he realizes he has paid more. So that these ups and downs in the investor market would always be there, though post-COVID it is bit little longer because of failures of a couple of big ticket companies. But I believe by year 2024 things have to come back. And things have to come back. The entrepreneurs have to give confidence to investors, because if you keep on telling unrealistic stories, again and again winters will come back.
Right, but the free money, will the free money come back, or the unit economics, which the investors are actively looking at this point in time, will continue?
No, it's always a debate. Who is the villain? Is it the entrepreneur or the investor? Because sometimes investor force money on the entrepreneurs, and then this is something which is unfortunate, happened too much before this collapse. Yeah. Having said that, very often people go for money when they don't need money, thinking that getting money is going to scale them a lot. Again, profit-making companies only should look for scaling up, not the loss-making companies. First create a system and then go for it. One thing which people should understand, all businesses don't have advantage of scaling. And if you have picked up a business which does not have the advantage of the scaling, you are going to have distress. This is very, very important to understand. For example, even in pathology, histopathology is not scalable. Microbiology is not scalable. Only biochemistry is scalable. Many don't understand. And that kind of differentiation has to be done. Radiology is not truly scalable. Scaling up is 1 + 1 is 2 is not scalability. 1 + 1 should be at least 3. This is not there in radiology. So these are all the challenges.
So what are the bright spots that you see in health tech space segments at this point in time? We are seeing that during COVID we saw telemedicine kind of boom. There are a lot of companies, health tech companies going into telemedicine. Now that we know that even the companies who acquired the most kind of customers in telemedicines, they're looking for different kind of businesses. They're venturing into digital therapeutics. So what are the spaces in health tech that you see which are at the bright spot, or you say are at the have prospects of growth?
You asked a very tough question, because if I know where is growth possible, where is prosperity, I will be investing there. Currently, I have not invested anywhere. Having said that, the biggest problem in health tech for it to boom is the doctors. Be it a pathologist and radiologist, they don't want to lose their importance. So pathology 95-98% can be completely digitized. They are not for it. Radiology also. But then that will continue to be there. Everybody wants to have their say in every matter. So a lot of times it is blocked. Having said that, we haven't made a very serious, successful digital solution for a common man. It should give an experience that he has really met the doctor when he comes in. So you can't go and sit in a telephone booth and listen to telemedicine. You can't open just your mobile and do it. That's not the true way of doing it. There should be telemedicine centers where every infrastructure is there except the doctor, and everything is real. People should feel that full care is taken care of. Having said that, even if it is retail, online is only 5, 7, 10% of the total market. So will be healthcare. It will take, again, it's a marathon race. By year 2040, you might see a double-digit consumption of digital solutions. And of course, technologies are helping hospitals to deliver better. Information technology solutions are there. Let me tell you, in the medical field, as on today, there is no GST. If there is a GST for every medical consultation, if there is a GST for every CT scan, MRI, if there is a GST for a pathology test, things will become organized. Today they are not organized because no one wants to show the true data and pay the tax. This is a problem in the healthcare for the last 25 years. Healthcare is rejecting IT because IT will force them to remain transparent, and they don't want to.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here, Dr. Velumani. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you.
Thank you.